viewers here on cable television who once again join us for this live Blood Bowl transmission. I'm Jim Johnson. I'm assisted by that great ex-player, Bob Biffin.
Hi there, ladies and gentlemen, especially you ladies.
Apparently, the coach isn't too sure about the outcome.
He knows it's going to be a massacre. He just doesn't know how many players he'll have left at the end of the match. There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistants to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium. That's it. The ball's in play. There's going to be trouble. You think you'll be able to get up after that blow, Jim?
Oh, yes. He's not the sort to stay down. Finally, there's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation.
This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
Time for some high-quality Blood Bowl gameplay.
If you call fondling thralls and neck-biting as high-quality gameplay, then yes. But not all of us are into that sort of thing, Jim.
Oh, really, Bob? As if propelling snotlings downfield is any different.
Yeah, Jim. Sure is different to me. More blood on the pitch to start with.
That right, Bob?
The ball is in his hands. I think he's singing him a lullaby.
Funny how his head went one way and the body the other.
Must have an elastic jaw.
We don't see much of the heroes of law these days.
I don't know.
For any spectators who aren't aware, the heroes of law hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't see him. Doesn't look like he'll be getting back on his feet too soon.
He should be up before next week's match.
I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
He sent him down for a chat with the Astra Granite.
What violence!
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob. Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say. But it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal.
Ouch! That punch knocked his teeth down his throat.
Yes, Jim, that's never a nice sight.
vampires. At last! A team with class.
Not that you're biased, being a vampire and all.
Not at all. Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with swapped body parts.
Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnivel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, that's deep. About as deep as his team's position in the rankings.
Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
Corruption is so widespread that the Referees Guild has set out rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate. Now, there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry.
you know that vampire teams have experimented with using vials and flasks to satisfy the need for blood on the pitch? But it has always ended in failure, as there is always a block or tackle that sends the container crashing to the ground.
That's right, Jim. I remember back in 2481 when the Gregan Counts faced off against the Dark Forest Iron Hoover. The match was abandoned when the Minotaurs and the Vampires spent the entire second half trying to drink the blood that was spilt over the pitch.
Oh, I remember that match well, Bob.
That's why they started to field thralls instead. Living containers. Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
Funny how a rabbit punch sounds so inoffensive, and yet is so effective.
If he's lucky, it's just a knockout.
All vampire teams do suck.
Blood, of course. Hey, Bob.
Yeah, Jim, we can agree that they are not the greatest teams out there.
Well, Bob, they do have a huge disadvantage. I mean, all that blood-sucking and all.
Ouch! Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine, and he's having a little nap.
I bet that hurt. Good job his nose got in the way.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have got it full in the face. Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag of a team.
Like the Motley Horde, that's made up of a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week. Looks like he could do with a blood transfusion.
They'll have to cauterize it first. I don't know if he really liked that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it.
The referees guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against a stadium full of supporters?
True, could be a bit one-sided. It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard.
Wow! I can tell you straight, that hurts. That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department.
He did him with the old, you look that way, I go the other.
That's a technical term.
It's in the handbook.
That guy won't be coming back. Unless he plays for an undead team, that is.
Good one, Bob. Yeah, I love undead jokes. They kill me. Look over there. Some cute little elf beauties are selling Big Moot sandwiches in the stands.
Hey, I'm off to get one. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
And so now you like Big Moot sandwiches?
Ah, no way! A little elf beauty, yeah. No, just look at that!
You'd think it was the first time you tried to pick up a ball.
Ain't that the truth? Now, there's an acrobatic routine worthy of a gold medal.
Yes, it's nice to see an uppercut followed by a double backflip. The player gets hold of the ball.
A recent medical report stated that cerebral hemorrhages were less frequent in Blood Bowl players. Amazing when you come thinking.
Not really, when you consider that brains are also less frequent. The ball changes hands.
That'll do nicely. It will be just a small step for the player, but a giant leap for the team.
Opponent down.
This is good sport. Yeehaw!
typical of the referee. The players just get warmed up and he brings them off the field.
I reckon that several players will appreciate a few minutes rest.
Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion league, a second division that prohibited spell casting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving Blood Bowl star. The noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of a wizard's neck.
The players are ready. They can start to move forward. The first quality required of an orc is to be able to hit hard and, if possible, not to think. The latter is considered a nasty flaw.
Doping is really endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules?
Now, orcs have always gone for a power game, and you have to realize that it was only recently that they discovered the purpose of the ball during a match.
Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on Cablevision.